Hi, testing. Can you hear me?
Who has joined in? Welcome to the webinar, the pre-program webinar for the FlexiMasters in FinTech, the financial technology. We'll just wait for a couple of more minutes so that everyone joins in. I think we have good 20 people already joined. Let's give another minute or two. I think I have spoken to, or my team have spoken to some of you already. I can recognize that. I think we have a good 23, 25 participants already. So I think we should start now. Welcome, guys. My name is Mohammad Arshad Sheikh. I'm the program manager from the program advisory team, handling this as a supervisor. Along with me, I have Professor Patrick uh, from NTU, and we also have Mr. Soon Mang from NTU as well. Thank you so much for joining in, Professor Patrick and Soon Mang, taking time from your busy schedule. Appreciate that. Uh, Along with me, I also have both my program advisors, Naveen and Ahmad, whom you guys might have spoken to already, I assume. Yep. So let us quickly start, guys. So welcome everyone. We are talking about the FlexiMasters in financial technology, one of the most evolving topics in the finance world, banking world. Okay, so let's quickly start. Let me first introduce my company, Emeritus. I work for Emeritus, who has recently collaborated with NTU, Nanyang University, and Nanyang Technological University. Before this, we have also collaborated with over 50 plus business schools across the world, only one of the top business schools across the world. And we have over 250,000 students across the world who has successfully completed our courses in the last, I would say, 8 to 10 years. Okay, so we have a journey, and recently we have added NTU in our journey as well, and we are very proud to do so. Our target market actually hovers across the world. We have people, from across the world. We have 12% from the LATAM region, around 14-15% from APAC. We have people from India. We have people from Europe. We have people from North America as well. We have a wide range of students across the world. Currently, we are catering to over 110 countries, but this is the primary market we have. Okay, so APAC is actually 18%, one of the biggest market we have right now. Okay, then we have India, Middle East, LATAM as well. North America is also one of them. Okay, talking about the professor right now, we have Professor Patrick with us, who is an assistant chair. He handles, this course in NTU. He has been in NTU from quite a while now, very much experienced, very much renowned, noted for his, knowledge, noted for his ideation process, and, the hands-on exposure he provides to his students. Welcome again, Professor Patrick. The agenda for the webinar is pretty simple, straightforward. We'll talk about NTU. I'm sure everyone knows about NTU, but we'll take a glimpse of that. We'll discuss the program outcomes, what you will actually get from the program. We'll discuss the modules, The most important thing, we'll discuss the tools covered, the hands-on exposure you will get, the highlights of the program, what will be the final certification looks like, the alumni benefits, the privileges you get, the end, the program details, and the last Q&A. Okay, that's how the agenda works. We should be able to wrap up everything within max 60 minutes. So Miss Low, max would be 60 minutes. We'll try to wrap up as soon as possible. Okay, now let's start. NTU, as we know, it's ranked #1 by Times Higher Education. Okay, ranked #3 by the best global university. I mean, it's a best global university in Asia, according to US News and World Report. Already has over 33,000 alumni, undergrad and grad alumni, right? That's a big achievement. NTU has been there for slightly about 30 years, right? And this achievement, like achieving the #1 rank in just 30 years, it's amazing in itself. Because if you compare the other business schools, they have been around for 100 years, 70 years, right? NTU just in 35 years has made a remarkable journey and achieved the rank #1. Okay, so that speak for itself. Talking about the program outcomes, FinTech is one of the booming industries. Everything is going online, digital. Banking has gone digital. Non-banking financial services companies have gone digital as well. At the time of COVID, we realized that we can do a lot of stuff with digital banking. So these program, the FinTech program has actually made its mark. So what you'll be able to learn is you'll be able to demonstrate a comprehensive understanding of the FinTech industry. We'll start right from the scratch. We'll explain you about how it evolved. What were the traditional financial services look like earlier, how it is looking like right now. Understand how digital financial services and DeFi, which is decentralized finance, is contributing to extending financial access. It's making life easier for everyone, and it's also promoting global financial inclusivity. It's also developing. There are a lot of tools we'll be using basically, which actually makes a lot of sense to us. We are able to make data driven decisions with the help of certain tools like machine learning techniques. So we'll be learning that. We'll be also understanding the regulatory requirements. Obviously, fintech is growing. People are making transaction overseas. People are making transactions in different cities of our country. So what are the regulatory requirements? We'll be able to understand that. We will be able to ensure that we are compliant with the regulatory requirements. We are following the ethical practices. What are the some of the basic rules which applies to the APAC regions in specific? We'll be able to find out as well. Uh, One important thing is we'll be able to apply the statistical modeling and machine learning techniques in finance specifically. That will enable and ensure that we are lowering our risk, right? We are able to make better decisions. We are able to basically make meaningful conclusions based on the statistical data. Okay, whatever industry we are working in, data plays a very important role in order to prosper in that particular industry. So how we will be able to utilize these tools, the machine learning concepts, how we'll be able to utilize the techniques in order to make conclusive decisions. Okay, we'll also be able to understand the blockchain technology, its components, its applications in the financial sector, including the roles of Bitcoins, Ethereum, and smart contracts, right? So blockchain is one of the emerging technology as well. It's like an online ledger. We'll be understanding in depth about how exactly it works, its application in the financial sector. Since we are talking about fintech as a topic, we'll specifically focus on fintech. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about Ethereum and smart contracts as well. Okay, so this is what the outcome looks like. The module relates to the outcome. We'll start with the introduction to fintech, how it has evolved, what we used to do earlier, what we are doing right now, and what more we can expect in the near future, because this evolution will not stop. It will keep on going. Okay, we'll talk about fintech ecosystems and innovations. We'll talk about principles of finance and risk. All these modules are mostly 3 weeks each, mostly. Okay, and the foundations of my bad, statistical modeling, Python for programming, Python for data analysis. Now, the good news for people who don't know Python that much, we'll be teaching you right from the scratch. Okay, Python is widely used across industries, not only fintech, it's used in my industry as well, which is the edtech sector. Python is mostly used for creating reports, for making sense out of reports, uh, making our task easier, making decisions based on the data, right? So we'll be teaching you Python from the point of view of fintech industry, okay, right from the scratch. Okay, then we'll move towards machine learning in finance. We'll also talk about blockchain systems, the concepts, and we'll talk about the financial inclusion and the decentralized inclusivity. Okay, so this is how the module looks like. All this will be covered within a span of 30 weeks. Okay, we will further divide these courses onto a weekly module. Okay, so each week, like you see introduction to fintech, this may be further subdivided into 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, and then we talk about fintech ecosystem, so this will also be divided into 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so that's how it works. Right, now one of the very important slides from this presentation is tools covered. We are covering Python, we are covering NumPy, right? We are covering pandas, we are covering Matplotlib, we're covering Seaborn, we are covering scikit-learn. All this with a lot of hands-on exposure. You'll be given some hands-on, some assignments, some data sets to do the hands-on practice, right? You will have a support team provided by Emeritus, will be helping you to do these hands-on practice yourself. And if you falter anywhere, if you feel you need hand-on, you need hand holding, we'll be there to help you as well. So we'll basically have a discussion panel, plus we'll have a live interactive session every week. That will be Friday afternoon. Okay, so live interactive session will be through a Zoom platform, like we are on the Zoom platform right now, through an industry expert. We call them program leaders. All right, so every week you will have a live interaction. Specifically when we are covering the tools, you will have hand holding from Emeritus, and we will be providing you some data sets to practice as well, and to ensure that when you go in the real world, you are able to use these tools without any challenges. Okay, so right now these are the tools covered. Now this is the program highlights. You'll be earning a FlexiMasters from one of the world-renowned university, NTU, ranking #1 according to Times Higher Education, and ranking #3 as per the best global universities in Asia by US News and World Report. You will be getting an associate alumni benefits and privileges as well, right? You'll be an alumni of NTU once you complete this successfully with a minimum GPA of 2.5 out of 5. You will learn the cutting edge tools such as Python, NumPy, Seaborn, scikit-learn, Matplotlib. Apart from that, you have live office hour sessions. Office hours are basically the Q&A sessions, or the personalized support sessions. You will have a support team to help you 24/6, I would say. Monday to Saturday they are available. Okay. You will have the applications which is normally used in fintech, which will be provided from the top faculty and the industry expert. You will be able to make a mark. You can basically consider this as a stepping stone in the fintech industry. If you're not in the fintech industry already, this can be a stepping stone in the fintech industry. You will also have case studies, real world examples, and live session with the faculties as well, right? A couple of live session from the faculties as well. Okay, so this is how the program works. This is the highlights of the program. Right now, the certification looks like this is the final certification. On top of that, you will get a transcript as well. Okay, all the modules we have discussed, all the 9 topics, you will get an e-certificate for each topic you complete with the minimum required GPA. Okay, so there are 9 subjects, right? You will get 9 e-certificates, plus the 10th one will be this one, the accumulated one, the final one, right? So what you're getting is 10 certificates in total. 9 all 10 will be e-certificates, plus a transcript, right, will be provided to you to your email, like a soft copy, right? Some of you have questioned us whether it is possible to get a hard copy. Yes, it is possible to get a hard copy as well. You will just need to pay some admin cost to us, and you will need to come to us, email Emeritus. We'll forward your details to NTU, and we'll be providing you a hard copy with a nominal courier or admin charges as well. Okay, right, let me go towards the next slide. Yeah, so access to job opportunities through the alumni portal. Yes, you will have the alumni portal, which NTU has exclusively for the NTU alumni. You will have the access to that. Remember, we are not promising any jobs here. Okay, however, you will have access to the job portal. You will be able to apply to the jobs directly through the portal. Okay, the network already has, the alumni network already has over 300,000 participants, right? So you'll be able to network with all of them through the alumni network portal. You will get an alumni card, NTU alumni card. You will get an email, NTU email, and the network account for lifelong, right? You will get an NTU email as well, which you can use to log into the alumni portal as well as the job portal. Okay, on top of that, you have discounts and privileges for participants merchant in the food and beverages, travel, accommodation industry. Okay, so a lot of merchants have already tied up with NTU, providing them exclusive benefits for their students, for their alumni. So you will have privileges to those as well. Okay, so that's how the alumni part works. Right, the program starts on the 28th of March. On 20th of March itself, there will be an orientation session in which we'll be guiding you, briefing you about how the program works, whom you need to approach for what type of queries and things like that, and meet the fellow participants. There will be an introduction through the introductory orientation session on the 28th of March itself. It's a 30 weeks online program. The time dedication required from your side is 12 to 14 hours per week. Just one live session every Friday, 12 p.m. Basically the lunchtime. Rest you can do as per your own convenience. Okay, it's very convenient. We give you access to a dashboard. Whenever you're free, you can log into the dashboard, go to the material, complete the required assignments in that particular week. Every week, mostly you will have one assignment you will need to do, which is a graded assignment. It will be graded as per the standards provided by NTU, and within 1, 2, or max 3 weeks, you will have the grades shared with you. In case you have any issues related to the grades, you can get in touch with us. We will be giving you some feedback as well. In case you haven't scored 100% in your grades, we'll give you a precise feedback as well as to what was expected out of you and what was missing, right? Plus, before you do any assignment, there is a briefing done as well. So we are trying to make it as flexible as it can be for a working professional. However, you should be ready to commit 12 to 14 hours per week, approximately each week. Okay, and you can decide these hours as per your own convenience, right? Just 1 hour is a fixed schedule, which is on a Friday, 12 noon. Apart from that, it's all your schedule. Okay, now that 1 hour session, which is on a Friday, that too, we have made it flexible. I'll tell you how. If you're not able to attend that session live, simultaneously we record it, and a recorded link is sent out to you within 24 hours. That will also be available on the platform we use, which is Canvas or Classroom. Okay, so that's how the program works. In the end, we have Q&A, so we are ready to take your Q&As. Plus, if Mr. Patrick has anything to say on any of the slides, I'll open it to Mr. Patrick as well, Professor Patrick.
Yeah, so this is Patrick here. So please feel free to ask any question in the chat room or unmute yourself to just ask. Perhaps there is a Q&A option. I am going to do the following. I may ask myself a question that hopefully can encourage the audience to ask more questions, like how this FlexiMaster is linked to the full master. So
Right.
first of all, I would like to introduce myself as a director of the MSc in FinTech at NTU Singapore. In short, actually, the FlexiMaster is half of the MSc in FinTech program at NTU Singapore. So from the courses listed, perhaps Shaikh, can you go back to the page 6 where we have a list of the courses?
Yeah.
That should be page 6, something like, yeah, before the tools here. So you can see that from course 1 to course 7, they are actually compulsory modules in our MSc program. So we do regard this as the essential skills that every MSc in FinTech student should learn. You can see that this is a mix of the finance and technology skills. So FinTech basically consists of these two keywords. So you can see a good mix of the financial and technological knowledges covered in the course 1 up to course 7. And course 8 and course 9, you can see the, the disruptive techniques, blockchain, how it works and how it will impact the financial system. So course 8 and course 9 will be the interesting one. So basically, we are extracting two more popular modules from our MSc in FinTech program. So after all, these 9 courses will then form half of the MSc in FinTech program. So after this, I do believe that you will come after completing this FlexiMaster. I do think that you will have the essential skills to learn more advanced techniques in the FinTech industry. Just like the NLP, you heard a lot about the chat GPT and so on, generative AI and so on. Those will be in our MSc in FinTech program. So I do encourage that if you have completed the FlexiMaster and you find that, that is interesting and that is a good match or a good mix between finance and technology, you may also consider to continue to take the MSc in FinTech. Okay. So I think this Q&A session should be left to you to ask us any questions, and then we can expand any other topics related to this presentation.
Well, Nida has a question. What is the employability for this course? Do you have any data on this? See, Nida, honestly speaking, the online model of the FlexiMaster is a new course we got. This is the first batch. Okay, so we don't have any data. Emeritus doesn't have any data, right? Possibly in the next 1 or 2 batches, we'll have some data available. But employability, as I mentioned, we're not promising any jobs. We are giving you the access to the portal, to the job portal exclusively for NTU alumni, and you are free to apply directly through there. So right now, to answer your question, we don't have a particular data as such, but yes, you can connect with your program advisor, maybe Ahmed or Naveen. They will explain you how the alumni portal looks like, how it works. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Nida. Fardeen, do you have sessions in the campus? No, Fardeen, we don't have any sessions in the campus as of now. It is completely online because we anyways have people from mostly people are from Singapore, but we also have people from Malaysia, Hong Kong as well. So you want to keep the essence of being it live, right? Anything in the campus will not serve the purpose at the moment. So right now, no, we have no sessions in the campus. It's all online. as per your flexibility. Okay, now coming to on admissions requirements. See, we are looking for someone who's a working professional who has understanding how the industry works. There is no specific requirements for the FlexiMaster as such. Like, uh, we are not asking for certain amount of degree, certain amount of work experience. You just need to be from the industry. You should just need to be a working professional. Okay, so that's what we're asking for. No particular requirement as such. That's a specialty of FinTech. Flexi Masters. Any Flexi Master you take, whether via Emeritus or NTU, that's a specialty. There's no requirement as such. They have kept it open for all. You have the hunger to learn. Flexi Master is the answer for you. Mr. Alan Tay, how much of this Flexi Master correlates to the actual masters? Yeah, Professor Patrick actually answered that, Ellen. This is half of your masters. Okay, so half of your masters, exactly half.
I think what Alan's is concerned about will be which courses are transferable or how it will be transferred to the full master program. Then let me clarify. Basically, this Flexi Master are extract from the full master. So that means all the courses listed on the share screen right now will be transferable to the full master. Then if you decide to continue to pursue the full master, then you will have half of the credits waived as well as the corresponding tuition fee.
Great.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramesh has a question. Can you explain more on how Friday afternoon face-to-face work? So it's a Zoom session, Mr. Ramesh. You will get an invite every week. Friday 12 p.m. is the timing for now. Any changes will let you know, but that's a schedule we have right now. Every Friday 12 p.m. Singapore time. It's a Zoom session. Everyone will join through that particular session. The primary motive is first to discuss any challenges you have faced in the last module, okay, and how we can overcome those challenges. Then the discussion will move on towards the assignment, if you face any challenges related to the assignments. And then the last part will be mostly the application of what you have learned in the last 1 week. Okay, so that's how the normal agenda works in the Friday sessions. Okay, so it's basically, since it's an online thing, we don't know how much you are able to gauge. We don't know what queries you have in your mind. There are a couple of ways we provide you to get your queries answered, but it will be better if that is answered live, right? Live online. Okay, so that's how it works, Mr. Ramesh. Mr. Nagarajan Vasurao, understand that this is the first program of this sort, FlexiMasters. How frequent is it getting planned forward? Every 6 months or 1 year? Kindly let us know. Yeah, that's a good question, Mr. Nagarajan. We are yet to decide on the schedule, Mr. Nagarajan. Right now, honestly speaking, I wouldn't be able to comment on the schedule part yet. But whoever you are speaking to, either Ahmad or Naveen, they will convey that to you. Okay, if whatever the schedule looks like, the next one, or how we are planning, whether once in 6 months, once in 3 months, or once in 1 year, we will communicate with you, Mr. Nagarajan. I'll ask one of my program advisors to get in touch with you. Okay. Miss Nida Faisal, is IELTS required? No, IELTS is not required for the FlexiMasters in FinTech. No, you can do FlexiMasters in FinTech without IELTS. Okay, I think we have already spoken to you, one of my representative. So you just need to comprehend English. That's it. If they have spoken to you and they have sent you the application link, that means there is no challenge as such. Mr. Nagarajan, what are the payment options and payment frequency? Kindly update. So yeah, we are providing you payment options. We are providing you five-part installment plan, which will be first installment you'll have to pay in March, possibly before the next deadline, which is the 22nd of March. The remaining four in the next 4 to 5 months. Okay, so you can make a credit card payment, debit card payment, or even a bank transfer. All three methods are acceptable, and the frequency is mostly once a month. Every month you'll have to pay that part. The first part will be slightly higher, will be somewhere around $2,700 approximately. The next few parts will be lesser, somewhere around 1,000-1,200 US dollars. Okay, now Mr. Nagarajan, once again, I will ask one of my representatives to get in touch with you and give you the payment breakup as well. Okay, we have the breakup ready. In fact, if you fill in the application yourself, you will see the breakup, and you are able to select any one of the 5 parts from there as well. Okay, Ms. Kaladevi says, I do not have a degree, but I've been working in the bank for the past 7 years and I've done a diploma in engineering from Nanyang. Wow. I think Professor Patrick, you should, if you're able to answer this question for Ms. Kaladevi.
So based on the information you provide, honestly speaking, I would not be able to comment much on your capacity, but I do observe some students, let's say, whose degree was chemistry. That is a real case. And he actually moved to the banking industry for some years, I think less than 7 years. And then he come to our program to take a master program. He also can cope with our program. So I think it's more of whether you have a strong foundations in some quantitative majors, for which I am referring to maybe math, maybe statistics, computer science. You know, those are the skills that supporting this technology. If you obtain a diploma in engineering informatics, I will have some confidence in you. So you may send your application. I mean, you may just apply. Then I can see more about your dossiers, especially your 7-year work experience. If you have been working on some very technical stuff, I believe the MSc program is not a problem to you. Yeah. So I think that answer your first question. You still have the second part. Meanwhile, if I complete the second year too, I guess you mean the second year of MSc program. Does it mean I do not need a degree in banking to support it in the future? I think it is a good question. It's about what happens to the FlexiMaster graduates if they want to continue to pursue MSc in FinTech. That is what you mean by second year, I believe. And I want to emphasize that after you clear this FlexiMaster, you still need to apply for our MSc in FinTech program as normal. So of course, now at this time, you can then stay your FlexiMaster just like your degree. Okay, I believe that you can regard this as the original degree requirement in the MSc program can now be taken or be replaced by the FlexiMaster certificate. So that means you can continue to pursue the master's even at the very beginning you do not have a degree. But let me clarify here very, very clearly. The application is competitive. So that's why if you really do not have a degree, you really need to have a very valid and strong justification for your capacity. For example, getting a good grades in the FlexiMaster or your achievements from your work. So I believe all this will be very helpful in your application. So we just do not exclude the possibility, but it doesn't mean that there will be a guarantee of the MSc in FinTech position. So let me clarify again. In short, applying for MSc in FinTech require a separate application. So you still need to apply for it after you complete the FlexiMaster. And the selection criterion is still consistent with other applicants. Okay. So to add this, of course, I will say, since the FlexiMaster extract the course from the MSc in FinTech, so if you perform well in those courses, I would say that must be a plus to your application.
Thank you so much for that clarity, Professor Patrick. And in fact, a lot of participants had that questions on calls also when we call them. So we gave the same answer, and but it's better that they actually got to know from you directly. Thank you so much for clarifying that.
And there is
Great.
one more tip for the FlexiMaster students if you really want to continue to pursue the MSc in FinTech. One advantage of clearing our FlexiMaster is that as I mentioned, this FlexiMaster will consist of all our compulsory modules. And all our compulsory modules are actually held in the trimester 1 of our program. So that means if you clear the FlexiMaster, you can actually join join from the trimester 2. So you just need to clear the trimester 2 module and trimester 3 modules. That means after you have cleared the FlexiMaster, you may need to come to Singapore, or you may already be in Singapore, and take the courses for another 6 months. Then you may get the MSc in FinTech. Okay.
Awesome.
So the time will then be shortened. So that is how we save time with clearing the FlexiMaster.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Professor Patrick. Mr. Peter Chang has a question: grading by exam or project only? Is it just a pass or fail? Professor Patrick, you want to take that question, or should I go ahead with that?
Grading by exam and project, or project only. Okay, so most courses are choosing either one of them. But so we have live courses. Some are graded by, some are quiz. Some also require you to do projects. So basically the assessments are quite diverse. And you need to also understand that we are using the standard of MSc degree program. So we are very rigorous in terms of the academics, rigor. So in this sense, you can imagine that it will not be just simple, or you may also need to prepare for the exam and also work on the project. So basically you will re-experience the university life. And is it just pass or fail? No, it will be graded. It will be graded. Yes. So that is the interesting part. And I perhaps do not know other programs, but it seems to be very new to me. Online program, but we are still using the standard of MSc program to conduct.
Great. Nida Faisal, please consider providing discounts given this is the first batch. Yeah, Nida, we do have some offers available. For the offers, Nida, you need to speak to your relevant program advisors. It would be either Ahmad, Yusuf, or Naveen. So I would ask one of them to get in touch with you, Nida. Okay. So yeah, about the offers, the discounts and everything, we'll get in touch with you. Mr. Chen, will the FlexiMaster? Yeah, again, the same question, I think, Professor Patrick.
Yes and yes. So the Flexi grades will be taken into, okay, so I think for the first question, what I will need to clarify is that after you have cleared the Flexi Master, those 9 courses, actually also on the MSc program, right? You will then waive them. Waive them meaning that on your transcript of the MSc program, you do not see the grades on the transcript, but see W, I forgot the abbreviation. It indicates that the course is waived. So that means if you really want to showcase your ability to your future employer, you should show 2 transcripts. One is Flexi Master about these 9 courses. Another one is from the MSc program you're clearing another half of the MSc program. So to your first question, will be taken into account in the way that we will waste those courses in our MSc program. And more importantly, the Flexi Master graduates only pay half of the tuition fee.
Correct.
I do not have a degree in a quantitative major. Will the Flexi Master help in the sense of getting the admission, right? Getting a position of MSc in FinTech, right? I mean, yes, it will help because you do not have a quantitative major, and you want to showcase that you have the capacity to cope with the technical course. Then our Flexi Master do have this feature, so it can help you to justify.
Great.
Can we directly apply for MSc in FinTech? Yes, you can. Our MSc in FinTech program is, oh, wait a minute. Our recent application window just closed. But our FinTech MSc program will open every year. What are the course details and fee structure? Perhaps later on I type the answer to your question with the link to our MSc program.
Sure.
I invite you to have a look at our program, or I post it on the chat room because I think some other participants may also want to have a look at that. Then perhaps you may continue the rest of the question.
Sure. Mr. Muhammad Baba, Al Hassan Muhammad Baba, are we going to do research via online? In the Friday section, I need more explanation against face-to-face contact. So there is an online platform we will give you. We'll provide you a platform. You will go through some videos, and related to those videos, you will have some research work, some materials you need to go through, and then you will be basically doing an assignment every week, one assignment mostly every week. That's how it works. And the Friday lecture will be basically to clarify all your doubts and help you get the crux out of the module, crux out of what you have gone through in the videos. That's how the Friday lecture works. Okay, so that's how it works. If you need more clarity on that, Mr. Baba, I will ask either Ahmad or Naveen to get in touch with you. Okay, so we'll give you more clarity on that. But it's an online module. It's a learning management system access you get. It's very easy to operate. You go through certain videos, some discussion topic, some quizzes, one assignment each week, and that's how you do it. It's a mixture of multiple things. And then to help you clarify anything, any hindrance in any of the modes we follow, you have the live session to get it clarified. Okay, so that's the answer, Mr. Baba. For the second year of MSc, the duration course, yeah.
I think for this question, I would like to first clarify, we may not consider MSc in FinTech as the second year. One thing I believe that we have discussed before, but it was not mentioned exactly in this presentation, is that there will be certain period for you to use the FlexiMaster certificate to waive the courses in MSc in FinTech. So that means perhaps you clear the FlexiMaster in 2024, you may not really need to continue the MSc in FinTech right after your FlexiMaster. You may take it in 2026 or even 2027, right? So that is the part that I would like to first clarify. And also, I also want to clarify there is no guarantee that you will be admitted to MSc in FinTech, because actually our application is really competitive. Quite many applications we will receive every year. So that's why we need to have a fair admission practice for all the applied students, and also make sure that our MSc degree, right, is very competitive. Okay, and for the duration, I just share with you that is one of the merit of the FlexiMaster. To clear the rest of the MSc in FinTech program, it may just spend you 6 months. I am even considering some options where the student can only spend 3 months in Singapore, then you can still get your degree. But that is something to be confirmed. But at least 6 months, okay. Now for 2 trimester, trimester 2 and trimester 3. As for the course, it depends on what is the prevailing tuition fee. It depends on when you are admitted, what is the tuition fee, because the tuition fee will be reviewed every year, or every year. So that's why there will be some adjustment. Whether you take it full-time or part-time is up to you. Okay, it's up to you. And for the Saturday classroom timings, we will accept part-time students. So that's why you will find the courses in the evenings of the work days from Monday to Friday. We also conduct classes in Saturday, which is in the morning and afternoon. Okay, morning from 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. and afternoon from 2 to 5:15. Yeah. Okay. Are the projects individual or group work? Most of them are group work. Most of them are group work. But there could be some small project that require you to compete individually, or what we call assignment. Okay, so don't worry about the workload, because we make it suitable for our online learners. For the group work, I think you may have some immediate question. I prefer to ask myself questions. I would say, in order to do group works, we do encourage the students to. I believe Emeritus will help to connect the students. Then you may not just learn the courses alone. You are going to learn together with other FlexiMaster learners.
Yes.
Yeah.
We shall definitely do that. Yeah. Can a learner connect their course completion certificate from NTU? No, Naveen, it's as I explained earlier, you will get an e-certificate for all your 9 courses you do. Then the last one, the final one. If you want a hard copy, you need to pay a small admin cost, and you will just need to pay, you just need to email us, and NTU will then do that as per our discussion earlier. Okay, so hard copy is definitely available on your request, provided you just pay a small admin cost, but you will not get it from NTU. You don't have to visit NTU. Certificates, e-certificates will be online on your email address, and hard copy will be delivered to you once you request. So that's how it works, Naveen.
Okay, for the next question, is MSc FinTech also available in online mode? No, sorry, no. So we still think that some courses should be conducted in person. Yeah. Okay, so second question, can I use my SkillsFuture on, I believe what you mean, again, for the second year, you mean when you take the MSc in FinTech? The answer is no. The answer is no. So currently, MSc in FinTech does not fall into the category of the SkillsFuture. in Singapore.
Okay. Okay. So, Professor Patrick, you mean for any, I mean, even if they directly apply for MSc in FinTech, not even going through the FinTech route, FlexiMasters route, they're not able to utilize the skill future, you mean?
No, they cannot. They cannot. For MSc in FinTech, I mean, the student cannot use the skill future.
Okay.
Skill future grant. Because the so-called second year refers to the MSc in FinTech, but our program does not fall into the category of the skill future. Yeah, because the skill future are used for the short courses, and luckily our FlexiMaster fall into this category. So that will then be cost saving for our FlexiMasters learners if you have the skill future grants.
Right. Got it. Got it.
But only for the first half, the FlexiMaster, but not the rest of the MSc in FinTech. That part cannot. That part cannot. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. And for everyone, Professor Patrick has also mentioned the link wherein you can check the MSc in FinTech if you want to check the 2-year program or the masters directly. Professor Patrick has shared that as well in the chat box. You can copy that link. The program advisory team also has that link available with us. If you connect with any one of us, we'll be able to provide that separate to you as well. Okay. So any other questions from anyone, guys? It's been quite an interactive one, I must say. I think we were able to answer all the questions. Let me quickly run through the Q&A once again to check if anything is missed. Yeah, the recording of this webinar will be shared for sure. We'll share it with each participants, each one who shown their interest in this. Thank you so much, Ms. Nida Faisal. Well, if there are no more questions, then allow us to conclude this meet. I once again thank you so much, Professor Patrick, for your valuable time.
You're welcome.
You have been very busy, but you have allocated this time. I really, really appreciate that. And also Mr. Soon Mang from NTU to get this arranged. Appreciate that. And everyone who's joined and took out your precious time, really appreciate that. Any queries related to FinTech, FlexiMasters in FinTech, please get in touch with us. My name is Arshad. I have Naveen, I have Ahmad Yusuf, who is more than happy to help you. Program is starting on 28th of March. And the next application deadline we have is on the 22nd of March. We do have some tuition assistance waivers, some scholarships. Please get in touch with us. We have some limited coupons available for those. So it's on first come first basis, basically. So get in touch with any of us and we'll be more than happy to help. With that, I'm concluding the webinar. It was a good one. Thank you so much for all your questions. Everyone, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.